like a video style live. Can't bother to make a video, you just whack it up. Right, C Millsy versus Kung Fu Kev. Dr. Rackpool versus Kung Fu Kev. The other one who's an avatar versus Kung Fu Kev. Like, Kung Fu Kev is what he is, yeah? Now, I actually agree with Murphy to a point, Chris Murphy. Everyone knows where he lives. Everyone knows all about him. But people just troll him. They don't do anything. Just like, it's just pathetic, really. You know, okay, my opinion is he's a bit of a weirdo, proper weirdo. Apparently he was caught out on a sting. Apparently, allegedly, I didn't see it, so I only know what I hear. But it looks pretty, it's pretty much out there that it was true. But all these people are just making money off him now by restreaming his content and reacting to him. It's just like, I'm not sure what's worse. Like the fact he was about to go and meet a 14, 15-year-old, whatever it was, and they're all people just making money off the back of him doing that and trolling him, almost as if like that's what they wanted to happen so they could make channels and troll the living hell out of him. I mean, like, you can make content out of it, don't get me wrong, but you know, this geezer, calling him out for what he claims to practice. He claims to be a martial artist. Call that stuff out and put it to him, put it on his toes. He's called you lot out. He's put it on Rackpool, who's had 96 fights, which is what he claims to have had, 96 wins, all by knockout. I'm sure one more won't hurt, Dr. Rackpool. I'm sure one more fight won't do any harm if you're this kind of Superman that you think you are. So, C Millsy, like, you know, yeah, there's a bit of comedy to it, I'll give it that, to his content, but, you know, he's put it on your toes and none of you will do anything. And, you know, I put a comment in Chris Murphy's, he's getting a lot of, like, negative comments, but at the end of the day, like, I hope he does pick up Kevin and drive him to Danny G's and drive him to JDP's and drive him to C Millsy and Dr. Rapp and all that, because there's a chance there's some actual fights happening. I'd much rather see that than just people waffling on. Even Kung Fu Kev watching him eat living food and get fat. Another channel where they're studying the plaque on his teeth. It's fucking disgusting. You know, but you know, I'd much rather, you know, if I was going to look at teeth, I'd rather see them like popping out all over the place. You know, I want to see some real action, not just people just making living TV out of someone caught out on a sting thing. Like, you know, in the day, you know, if he is what he is, you know, when he's called you out, go for him. At the moment, it's just like a Decker Heggie situation again, like, where, you know, rather than deal with the, you know, what you believe to be a bacon bonds, you know, like you should do. It's just like, no, let's just make as much money as we can out of this. Let's fleece the YouTube as much as we can until they get bored. Well, you know, I would say big up to Chris Murphy for speaking his mind. I'm actually Team Chris Murphy on this one, because if he does what he said he's going to do, there is a chance of some people actually meeting up and having a tear up, which is what this dark corner seems to be all based on. But nothing bloody happens. The only thing that happened was Danny Christie versus Decker Heggie. The only real thing that happened. A few other things here and there, but not many. So rather than, you know, make channels, I mean, you still get monetization by travelling around England and doing stuff, but it'd be like much more interesting the end of the day, like if he's such a, you know, bacon bonce, then, you know, he's called you out. You got to step to him. You got to step to Kevin, Millsy, Rackpool, JDP, Danny G, Hedgehog Man, all of them. You can't just sit there making coin after just re-streaming him and commentating. It's pathetic. You know, I want to see some action. You know, I want to see men be men, not men sit behind them screens and like say, oh, look at this, oh, look at his teeth, oh, look at that. Oh, guess we'll get monetised off re-streaming. It's so bloody easy. God, Jesus, if you're that much into like making money, go out and get a living job. Like Chris Murphy does that. He's gone out and got a job. He does YouTube in his spare time. You'll get paid a lot more than this, even if you are monetised. So that's my message. You know, millsy, Rackpool, especially Rackpool, 96 fights, 96 wins, all by knockout. Let's put it to the test and see if you can knock Kung Fu Kevin out. You know, in a 3-punch combination. You know, all knockouts within less than a minute. You know, it's just one more fight and do any harm if you had 96. I'm just making videos, commenting on what's going on YouTube. He's probably making some nice little money out of those 10-minute videos, but I don't know what's going on in the background. Who's helping him make those videos? Danny G, I don't even watch Danny G. Don't even watch Hedgehog Man and all that. I can't bother them. Just don't interest me at all. You know, Kung Fu Kev, call him out for his Kung Fu. Put it on his toes and make some real content, or just do one. I want to play the end again.